I'm Nikki Nightmare.
And I'm Roberta Rigor Mortis, and this is Horrorland.
And today we're going to talk about rings.
Yes. If you hear that, that's the dogs rubbing on things. So, basically, a synopsis of the film is a young woman finds herself on the receiving end of a terrifying curse that threatens to take her life in 7 days.
Well, you know what The Ring is about. You watch
Pretty
this
much.
creepy video that makes no sense, and you get a phone call. 7 days later, you die. Or you make a copy of it and pass it on to someone else.
So you don't die. So it's directed by Javier Gutierrez, I do believe.
Yes.
Julia, our main character, is Matilda Lutz. Holt is Alex Rowe. He's from the Fifth Wave. Gabrielle is Johnny Galecki. Gabriel. What did I say?
Gabrielle.
Sorry, Gabrielle's an angel. And then Burke is Vincent D'Onofrio. So what did you like?
I liked the movie. You got, like, the backstory of Samara and who her parents really were. You know, if you saw the first Ring, you know that she's adopted and everything, and then she got... Sorry for my dog.
She wants attention.
She got, Samara was pushed down a well, and that's why you see the ring is the outside of the well. And then she survived 7 days in that well.
Well,
that's why you have 7 days to live. But we got to find out more of her backstory, like who her parents were, and,
how she came to be.
yeah.
And what really happened. So, I liked it.
It was a good movie.
It was
like,
a good
it was
movie.
shot well, it was well acted. Obviously, there's well-known people like Johnny Galecki and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
So, it's, the acting is good.
The cinematography and the lighting was really good, too. That's something that I always look out for. And then the audio wasn't funky. I mean, it was a higher-end film, so it's not going to be, like, weird.
It just wasn't scary.
No.
Like, it wasn't like an all-out horror movie. Because there wasn't really anything, like, there were a couple jump scares, but they were, like, stupid jump scares.
Yeah,
Not
they
like
were.
Samara wasn't jumping out at anybody, really.
Frickin' umbrella.
Or dog.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, I'm assuming they're setting it up for more movies, the way it ended if you saw it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything. But,
You assume, though, like, it's just going to be a bunch of people uploading to YouTube, which...
yeah, well, that's kind of what happened. She sent that email.
Oh, well, that was an
Everyone.
email, not necessarily YouTube.
But, I mean, it
it
got
got
like,
spread really fast, like herpes. So, what did you not like? The beginning sequence on the airplane. I was just really let down by that. I did not like
they
that.
had to set that up just for that VCR tape? Like, all of that?
It was stupid.
Like, they
Totally
could have just
unnecessary.
had Gabriel find a VCR at, like, what were they at? Like a flea market?
Yeah, like a
thing?
flea market.
Like, they didn't have to go in. The whole beginning was they were on a plane.
You know, like, it's
And,
like two people had seen the little
And
Samara film.
the guy, it was his last day, like, he was gonna die in, like, a couple minutes, and he was on the plane.
And everybody died.
And he didn't copy it or show it to someone else, so he obviously died, and so did everyone on that plane, I'm assuming. They didn't really show it.
Yeah.
But that scene, I thought, was kind of unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Because they said that this VCR that Gabriel bought in the beginning of the movie was this guy's, and the tape was in it.
Yeah.
And he's a professor at a college who teaches, like, biology, but he was, like, studying, like, he wanted to know if your, like, soul lived on.
Existential shit.
Yeah, so, obviously, he was
Like,
very...
life after death, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
how can you prove that that is true, that there's
Like, your
a
soul wants to find another body. Like,
Yeah.
you never really die. And he thought because of this tape, because Samara never really dies.
that she would want to be in someone else's body, which seems similar to a book or something that I've read, or like a short story.
I'm sure there's probably tons of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a good movie. I thought, but it just wasn't scary.
No, the first one, I don't really remember the second one. But the first one was a lot more creepy.
I saw it in the theater.
I thought that they overdid the CG on Samara.
Yeah, even when they died. Like, when people die, you know how they get that weird face?
Sorry.
I think, didn't Rick Baker do that makeup?
I don't
At least
remember.
in the second one, because I think, what's her name from Joan of Arcadia was in it. What's her name?
Dushku?
No. She was in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, too.
Oh, that's not Elijah Dushku?
No.
Oh. I know who you're talking about. No.
Well, if you've ever seen Joan of Arcadia...
That girl.
I am blanking on her name, and I'm sorry, because I really like her. But she, I think, was in the second Rings. I'm pretty sure. And she died. And they found her in a closet. I'm feeling like that happened in the second Rings. Yeah. It's been a long time. Or The Ring, too. Because Rings will probably be the movies to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the makeup was much better in the earlier films, because, back then there wasn't as much CG.
It's like they do things practically and then they cover it with a shit ton of CG.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But there wasn't a whole lot of that happening early in the movie. Because you don't really see Samara very much. And only a few people actually die.
Yeah.
Sorry if that's spoilery.
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean...
They're more like gripes if you're a lover of horror. So there are things that you're gonna kind of gripe and pick at, as opposed to someone who kind of is on the edge.
Yeah, it's very light to no horror in it. So.
Yeah. Not really any gore either. I wouldn't consider like the people who died gore because there's not any blood.
Yeah, there's no blood.
It's just like veining.
Like
black.
Creepy, weird face.
Yeah.
And it's PG-13, so...
Yeah, everything horror-related is PG-13.
That's why I don't think they're that good. I feel like, unless a horror movie is rated R...
It's not going to be any good.
I feel like, because there's not going to be any blood or gore in it. And I like those things.
Slashers.
Yeah, I like that stuff better than, like, ghost movies and stuff. Possession movies that are,
and
like,
that's
real
what
popular.
all is really pretty much coming out is, like, possession or hauntings.
Which I don't really like.
No.
I mean, I'll go see them sometimes, but it's not my thing.
No.
But the movie was pretty good.
Yeah. I would recommend it.
Yeah. Especially if you like Rings, because this is a good, like, backstory, like, origin story of Samara.
Yeah, definitely. It fills in more of the gap, which some people say you really don't want to know that much about.
Yeah, about the
monster.
Yeah.
You don't really want to know that much about the monster. So sometimes I like having that, and sometimes it's really not necessary. But that could go either way.
Yeah.
It just really depends on, I guess, how they build it. Yeah, that's it. For me.